And welcome to the Buzz and the Keys. I'm Pamela Childs.
And I'm Rhonda Florence. We're the associate publishers of Travelhost magazine of the Florida Keys and Key West, your complete guide to paradise. And we have a little friend in here again, Spiky.
Spiky's with us today on Conch 1500 AM, where we're broadcasting live, and we're also streaming live at concham.com.
And catch us on conchtv.com.
That's right, 24/7, no satellite required.
No cable.
That's right. So you've got all three of us here. Our publicity hound Spike, Rhonda, and Pam. We've got a great show for you today. We're going to do a little chatting right now, and then James Slater, who's a singer, songwriter, and piano man,
and Grammy nominee.
Grammy nominated. He's here in Key West for the Key West Songwriters Festival. Is going to be joining us in just a few minutes.
And we've also got Ryan Butts with the Turtle Hospital in Marathon to talk about all the recent releases and that kind of thing. So it'll be a really good show today, huh?
I think so. And we had we had kind of a fun week. Of course, last week, if you were listening in, you knew that we were going to take Spiky to the pet stroll downtown.
I know. I thought we might win.
Oh, well, you know, Rhonda entered the pet stroll.
Come on,
for best look-alike. We took Spike to the hairdresser and had some...
he sat in the chair.
He sat in the chair and had his hair gelled. We bought him a little tie-dyed T-shirt so he would kind of look like Rhonda. But
and then I did the Westminster. You know, I circled and tried to bribe the judges and all that.
You really put on the dog, so to speak.
I did, didn't I?
But unfortunately, Rhonda was beaten out by a fig leaf-clad Chihuahua and her human avatar. So
yeah, she looked cute. So give her that.
Yes, Ron is still studying the videotape on that.
Oh, I am. I mean, come on, look out! His hair is all spiked out. He's ready to go. He looks like his mommy.
He is, and so you know, she was so really disappointed. We went out and had an early dinner, and then we went home, and Rhonda offered to walk this little Spike Meister outside. What happened, Rhonda, when you did that?
Well, I usually don't do that, but I walked Spike outside, and I saw our friends that walk their dogs.
Well, we have a condo here in Key West by the airport.
And we're all sitting down with the dogs playing, and all of a sudden I hear this scream of really bad words coming out of one of those balconies, and it got worse and worse. The next thing I know, this guy is charging through the parking lot and knocks this poor...
Well, you were sitting on the grass, right?
Yeah, I was.
And luckily our neighbor Amy helped you up with your boot and all, because Ron has a broken foot. She always has something that's...
It's almost a separated shoulder at that point. We didn't know what to do. So I went up to the condo and I said, Pam, call 911.
Yes, and she burst into the condo, and there I was, actually, with just a T-shirt on, because I was getting ready to, go to bed, and I'm there with like no pants on.
And here's Amy and I just bursting in.
Thinking, okay, where's my pants?
And I'm trying to tell you, call 911. Call now.
And I said, well, you call 911, I'll go downstairs. And in my haste, I actually put those pantaloonies on backwards. And but the good thing about my pants is that they can work either way. So anyway.
Were they elastic?
They're stretch and grows.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, so anyway, I ran down to help our neighbor, and by the time I got down there, the perpetrator, so to speak, was walking towards me across the parking lot. And
really freaky-looking guy, too. He just kind of stares at you.
He was 30-something. He was like 5'9",
Well, he didn't know that Medina was chasing him through the hallways.
No, if any of you have ever watched the Tyler Perry movie, and Medea is her name, the big black lady who goes around clobbering everybody. Well,
that's what you reminded me of, chasing him up the stairs, Pam. I didn't know you had it in you.
Yeah, well, I asked him, what he was doing. I confronted him, and he ran, and I chased him up the first 2 flights of stairs, and he screamed back saying, "You'll never catch me.
You blankety blank.
You blankety blankety blankety."
And what did you say? I don't have to.
I said, I don't have to catch you. I just have to follow you. So anyway, after the first 4 flights, I thought I was going to have a stroke, and thought to myself, you're right, I will never catch you.
And he's at the elevator at this point, right?
Oh, yes. Well, when he saw me chase him down the hall to the elevator.
He was trapped, wasn't he, Pam?
He was clutching his head in his hands. He didn't know what to do. All he saw...
Medina, what's her name? Medina? Tyler Perry's character.
Was this extra large white woman, heading his way.
And your face was all red, and you were like, try me, baby.
Oh, well, yeah, I was probably ready to pop at that point.
Oh, Rhonda. I thought you were. I couldn't believe it. And then the police did come.
We cornered, we cornered him in his
They didn't go up. You were up there guarding the door.
I had to guard the door until the police could arrest him. And the really freaky thing is, as he was walking by the crowd at the condo complex, I guess was off his meds, according to his aunt. He was living with his aunt. But he looked at the crowd and kind of said,
Hello.
Very weird. And then he looked
Kind of like Norman Bates.
Then he looked at me and he said, "You shouldn't have followed me."
And the very next day, he was released.
That's
so
right.
we're back in Key West. Hey, listen, there's never a boring time when we're around. And meanwhile, the dogs are running rampant all over the place because I didn't know what to do. His leash came off, but he came right back up to where he needed to be.
We try to have a normal, like, low key life, mind our own business, but we're always being thrust into some sort of.
Well, maybe you can do a
situation.
sequel and we can make some money off of it. You can just do this every day.
Well, you know what the funny thing is? And I told my parents what had happened, and of course my father said, never do that again. And
I said the same thing, too.
Well, and you know what? And it's smart. I certainly don't recommend this to anybody. My adrenaline just gets going. I hate bullies. And
well, the police department here in Key West is a fantastic department.
Yes, and we always rely on the Key West police. But I've had problems in Boston with purse snatchers, and I've chased guys down alleys in Boston. And
you can't do that anymore.
I know. I think I've watched too many movies.
But the thing is, the police were there, and you were still standing guard at the door.
Well,
he probably had nightmares about you when he got to the jail.
Well, and here's the thing: I never would have followed this guy or chased this guy, except I didn't realize that everyone knew who he was because he had been a problem in the past.
When the Blue Angels were here, he was screaming. And
yeah, I mean the guy's got emotional and mental problems and needs to be.
You think so?
Needs to be on his meds, I guess. But he had been harassing the residents of our condo complex for quite a few months, and the police said, "Well, we can't arrest somebody for being crazy." So this was the first time he actually assaulted somebody.
Yeah,
maybe
and our neighbor's going to press charges too.
Yeah, he was trying to kind of let bygones be bygones, but this time he got physically hurt.
His hand. They wrapped his hand up. I don't know what it was or anything like that, but it was pretty serious.
Well, he had some stuff. So and it's a scary thing when somebody charges you in your own.
Well, he left us alone,
home.
Amy and I.
He did, yeah. He seemed to have it out for that guy.
So what else?
Now he probably has it out for me too.
That's okay. We have plenty of friends in the right places, don't you think?
Yeah. So anyway, but you know what? One thing we did find out is that Spikey, who is just a lovey-dovey, and we were at Headlines today, and he's licking everybody's toes in the beauty salon. But our neighbor Amy, who has a little mixed breed dog, and
looks like a lab, I think.
She's not too old. And our friend John's dog, the guy who got attacked, has maybe a 7-month-old shepherd. Yeah. And the thing is, Amy said that when this guy charged them, the crazy guy charged them, all the dogs rallied together. The puppies rallied together.
Do you really think Spike actually did this?
Well, you don't remember because it's all a blur to you. But yes, Amy said that the dogs actually started kind of nipping at the guy's heels. So we were very proud of our little Spikey.
I'm sure he was just as scared as we were.
Well, Rhonda, maybe you could actually put him in for police training.
Oh, yeah. I'll call Steve Torrance again. We'll do the citizens review thing. No, not review. The class. Oh, the ride-along. The one that I can't go on because I have a bad back.
Yeah, right. For the takedowns.
Hey, he looks like a good little canine puppy, don't you think?
Well, I think he thinks he's a person. He looks like a little stuffed animal. You know what? And you can see Spike. If you want to see Spike in all his glory again, we're streaming live right now at Konk 1500. We're streaming live at Konk, AM, KONKAM.com, where you can see Spike in all his glory, sitting on Rhonda's lap right now, kind of looking around. And
trying to take the mic away from me.
That's right. And, of course, we're also on Konk TV, CONCH. TV.com, and you can see Spikey on that,
too. Well, the other thing, Pam, I just want to mention, we want to say a happy belated birthday to Guy.
That's right. Guy had a big party here last Friday, and we were up the Keys, unfortunately, but we just spoke with him, and he said he had a great time, and he was actually bouncing around in one of those bouncing houses.
Hippity hop?
No, that's a house that you bounce around.
Oh, right, yeah, right.
And I asked Guy if he needed martinis for that, but he said no, a couple beers, and they were bouncing their night away. So again, Guy, happy belated birthday. We are sorry we missed it.
We were there in spirit.
That's right.
We were there in spirit.
So listen, we've got a great show ahead. James Slater is coming on board. We're going to hear some of his music.
I'm very excited.
Talk about what he's doing. And we'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to Konk 1500 AM, The Buzz in the Keys with Pam and Rhonda.